Welcome to DOAP Events, hosted by @ReeCee Raps. Make sure you follow both platforms on Instagram. My name is Shon. You can follow me at No Juice, 2 E's and an underscore. And make sure you follow the Luxurei Collection at Luxurei Llc. And subscribe to the Luxurei Channel on YouTube. Hi, honey. How are you?
Peace and love. Peace and love. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Introduce yourself to the people.
Okay. Peace and love, everyone. I am Fee, also known as Conscious Universe, and you can also find me on my business page as Aunt Emerald Isis, or just put in Fee's Focus Jewels. I'll spell some of that. Okay. Conscious, CONSCIOUS _ Yoni, YONIVERSE. Conscious Universe. And you can find, just go to my bio and you'll find all the rest of the other stuff in my Linktree.
Yes, I like it. So you got a whole setup going on. You got some jewelry, you got some scents, you got some sage going. Tell us a little bit about what all that you do.
Okay. Well, my business is called Fee's Focus Jewels, and I offer spiritual cleansing, like spiritual higher vibration, vibratory. I call it raising the vibration of the collective consciousness. So whether it's with your jewelry, whether it's with herbs, crystals, sage, Palo Santo, things that we get from the earth, and I just get creative with it. I make smokable blends that are no CBD, no THC, nothing like that. But I mean, you know, whatever you do, you can mix it with that if you would like, but you can also just do it alone. My herbs are multi-purpose, spiritual baths, yoni steams, dressing candles. Like, it's so much. You can drink it as tea. You can steep it and drink it as tea. So everything is multi-purpose. So when you purchase it, it's not just like specific to one thing. I make custom waist beads. I do anklets, bracelets, rings, necklaces, earrings. You name it. Yeah, when I call my inspiration, I have to be inspired to create, and it's sometimes only in a certain time of the month, like with the moon. You know, as women, we cycle with the moon. Our creativity is the same way, and I feel like most of the time when it's a new moon or a full moon, more with the new moon, I'm more creative, and that's when you set your intentions to bring forth what it is that you want. And you know, at the full moon is when you harvest those intentions. So I'm just into holistic. I call myself a green witch. I call myself a cosmo witch. I'm very into astrology and birth charts and zodiac signs and things like that. So, yeah.
So how did you tap into this? Because I feel like you have to be very spiritually in tune. I feel like you have to be very self-aware. So when did you realize that this is kind of where the universe is bringing you to?
Good question, because I will say I was always into herbs and astrology. I thank my mother for that. My mom was a holistic healer. Like, I learned about herbs and stuff through her. If you sick, we don't go to eat this piece of garlic.
Right.
You know, like, take this ginger and eat these oranges. It was always natural for me, and I knew that ever since I was like 10 years old. And to go along with the rest of the stuff, I could say it was there back then, but I was persuaded in another way. Like, I grew up in a church. My grandmother, my mother, you know, had other stuff going on. My grandmother had to take me, and I grew up in a church forcefully. I love the church for what it gave, community and all of that, but everything else was confusing to me. Like, it never made sense. So moving forward, I got able to be back with my mom, and my mom said one thing to me, and I will never forget it. Because she was sick. She couldn't get back and forth to church like everybody else. She said, my relationship with God is between me and God. I don't need a middleman to get me there. And that changed my life. Yeah, that resonated with me, and I said, you know what? She's right. Because I tell you, I found God when I lost religion.
Yes.
And I look in the mirror. That's my God. God is within me. Everything it just revolves. So, I was a nurse. I am a nurse, still registered nurse, but I'm not working as one. I did that for over 20 years. I've been in healthcare.
You don't even look 20, girl. You look good.
Thank you. I got 4 children. Yeah.
What? Your skin is clear. They must not be
inner peace. And I need to go within for that. So anything outside of me,
when I came over, you had your legs crossed, you was here with it. Was that like a nerve thing, or was that how you just center yourself?
I don't know. Spirit just told me, I felt like I needed to sit like this right now, and I did. Like, I listened to what I'm guided to do.
So you would say you're in touch with your consciousness.
Yes.
You listen to
My
that little voice
intuition.
in the back of your head.
I do.
Was that something that you struggled with and had to learn to trust?
Absolutely. And I ain't perfect. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it because we always know when we hear that voice, that intuition, that gut, we know. But we be like, oh, well, let me just see, or no. And then you look back,
Wait it out, and you was always right.
like, I knew it.
Yes.
That's why we need to know it when we know it and listen. Stop second guessing that shit. I'ma head out. Just do that. You know, like, nah, I'm good. And that's me now. Like, I don't wait. I don't say, oh well, maybe it's me, or oh well, maybe they'll get better. No, if you're not meeting me where I'm at now, I don't know. You gotta elevate or you dissipate. You gotta elevate or you dissipate with me. That's it.
And you said you are a Cancer.
I am.
Right?
I am a Cancer.
That is nice. So do you feel like you are what your sign says? Like, do you feel like you mesh with what it says of a Cancer?
Yes and no.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that because I always knew about astrology, but I didn't know about the different aspects of your whole birth chart. I recently, in the past 3 years, figured that out. And when I realized what my moon was, which is a Scorpio, I am a Cancer, Scorpio. So my rising and my moon, Scorpio. I'm water all around. But when I see this Scorpio, I'm like, oh, that's who I am. Like, that Cancer, right. Because I'm a Cancer, but I'm like, sometimes I be like, I ain't that kind of Cancer. When I learned what the rising and the moon and all the planets align at the moment of your birth, at the coordinates, like that, it blew my mind. And I'm just digging more deep into it because I love it. I love it so much.
It's wonderful. It's like powerful.
Yeah.
You have a passion about something, whatever it is, because you get to have these different levels and experiences in conversation.
Right.
And that's a part of why I started my podcast, because I love to engage.
Okay.
I love to understand why.
Right.
How.
Right.
When.
Yeah.
You know?
Give me the rationale behind it. Don't just tell me. I want to
People
know.
are so dynamic,
Right.
and it's like, I like to know what experience, who made a difference, and who taught you it. How did you cultivate? Because sometimes you don't learn from them. You go in and you dig into it yourself.
Right.
So, how do you feel like lingerie empowers women?
So, I'm gonna say this. I'm very balanced in my masculine and feminine, my divine. But that woman feminine energy with the, accentuating your curves and your body. Yes, lingerie. I love it. And I love feeling sexy and being sexy, whether it's what I'm wearing or it doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna feel sexy because, like I told you earlier, like, you was like, well, what's your thing? Naked. Yeah.
And that's the vibe. I feel it. Me and my roommate talk about all the time how we just run naked, and it's not like abnormal. We be like, okay, yeah, girl, do your thing.
That's how it was in my house when we grew up. So I seen my brother, like, but it wasn't like, oh my God, no, like, it was natural to us. Like, they call us like nudists or something, but I'm like, well, we just being us. Like, I never felt uncomfortable being naked. Like,
okay, yeah, so you see, like, I got 4 little brothers. I couldn't imagine seeing them naked, but I can only imagine how that dynamic brings a different level of comfort, and security, and being who you are. Like, I appreciate that.
Me and my mother did that with me, my brother, and my children too. They friends even say to them, like, why you don't got no clothes on? But it's what we do at home. Like, I'm comfortable. Right? If it make you uncomfortable, that's something within you, not me.
So you are adorned. One thing I love about women is like, or just people, when I see them with the jewels and stuff, it's like, I'm like, okay, now I need like hella shit. It's just something so appeasing, like visually and like emotionally, like spiritually. I can just feel the energy and the commitment and adorning your body with things. You have piercings and tattoos.
I do.
I always say that I'm a piercing person more than a tattoo person because I have a low tolerance for pain.
Okay.
What are you more of a piercing or a tattoo person?
Both of them. DOAP, both of them.
So, both of them, right?
Yes.
You have more piercings than tattoos?
Tattoos.
That's it?
I do, yeah.
Okay. You had to think it out.
Yeah, I had to think about it.
I got more piercings. Well, I had more piercings than tattoos. All my piercings damn near gone now, but I want to get my nose.
That's the thing. That's the thing about piercings. Like you can have it and then let it go.
Never have
Right,
it again.
right.
Yes.
But tattoos, they with you. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna hook you up with a piercer, a local piercer in Charlotte. Her name is Diamond. She once a week, about maybe Thursdays or Sundays, she does piercing at Tattoos and Booze uptown, and she did all my piercings, and she's really good.
I like them. I see you got one inside.
That's a frowny. This is a smiley. I got underneath the tongue. I'm about to get. I had the snake, but it came out.
Listen, I bit the edge of my tongue the other day. I was like, how are they doing that? How are they doing that?
I didn't like it.
That shit hurt so bad.
I would get back here maybe, but I didn't like the tip.
That thing
It's
hurt.
cute, but it didn't hurt to get it done. It was a healing process. I couldn't eat. I had to like push up back to my ankle. I felt like I need to be on a dysphagia diet. Like I'm in a nursing home, a dysphagia diet and shit. Like, yeah. So.
What is your superpower?
My superpower. I would say my superpower is being a lighthouse for others. As they see me, elevating and doing what I do, people want to know how. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm into that. So when what I do resonates with other people, it makes me feel really good. And I feel like that is my way of, when I say my brand is raising the collective consciousness, that is one of the ways that I'm able to do that. Even one person, I post all the time. Like, I'm really active on my social medias. I do daily affirmations and things like that. So when people come to me or they post it and they say, oh, this resonated with me so much, it just makes me feel good. Okay, I did what I did. Right. Even when I worked as a nurse in the hospital, I worked in labor and delivery for 10 years, helping babies be born.
That's the perfect spot for you. Somebody who got that energy charge.
Right. Yes. But when I did that, and what made me feel really good was when those people came to me and they said, you know what, you were such a good, like you did this, and they remember. People remember me years later, and they see me, and I don't remember them because I don't take care of so many people. But I just, oh wow, thank you. I appreciate you. Like that's the purpose right there. Not the money, not the fame. The way it makes you feel.
And ultimately, the impact you have on people, like you said, you help so many people where it's like, I don't remember, but they remember you.
Right.
That lasting impact that's a part of your legacy.
Right.
So that's dope. It was so nice talking to you.
Yes, I
We are
appreciate it.
definitely going to have to do a longer Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you have so much layers to unpack.
I do.
It was so fun, and I enjoyed it. Genuinely,
I do.
the energy
I have a
and the
lot.
vibe.
Make sure you come back and get the full.
All right, I will.
So,
Sorry for difficulties, but it's a lot of interviews.
yes. But I appreciate you. It was so nice meeting you. And happy Thursday. Shout out ReeCee Raps and DOAP Events.